Come out, you there. Hiding like a thief is hardly becoming.
I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I merely wished to make sure it was you before I revealed myself. I am Lady de Summers, Duchess of one of your subject realms. My father sits on your council.
A bit far from home, aren't you, my Lady de Summers?
Aye, but when I heard of your quest, and that they had allowed you to go alone, I had to find you. I offer you a gift for luck, my king, and the service of my sword to aid you in your quest.
Your aid will only endanger us both. Please go at once.
Beast king, wretched haughty lordling, I'd have died to aid you. I probably still would because your quest is a noble one. But I pity your poor wife, living with a brute such as you.
I am honor bound to reject your aid, though I'll take your gift.
Very well, Lord. This amulet I wear is a charm, passed down through the de Summers family for generations. It is said to have mystical powers, but it is mostly a good luck charm. The powers are useless.
Why is that?
The mad mage who made this amulet said that its true powers could only be used after the wearer had been pronounced dead. Any such power is rather useless to the wearer, don't you think? To my knowledge, it has never been invoked. But wear it for luck anyway.
In darkness, its beauty will remind me of your own. Goodbye, lady.
Goodbye, my lord, and may the gods watch over you in your quest. Perhaps someday we shall meet again. Farewell.
Startled me. Hello.
Who are you?
I don't think I have a name anymore, young fellow. I don't know. I'm just a hermit living alone in these parts, by myself.
You look familiar. Have I seen...
Here in this cave is the first time you and I have ever spoken to one another. I'm sure of it.
What are you doing here?
Just living, meditating, studying my books, learning secrets. I sleep more these days than I used to. I watch the birds and the waterfall and the smoke from the tower.
What sort of secrets do you know?
I know many things. I know that soap is made by mixing ashes with oil or fat. The lye in the ash breaks down the oils in the fat, and on your hands and thus cleans them. I know that acid is made by burning sulfur and saltpeter surrounded by water vapor. The vitriol from the chemical mix enters the water vapor to make liquid acid. I know that a frog's muscles jump near electricity. If you hang a frog's leg on a hook and leave it out in a storm, it will move when lightning strikes nearby.
That's very interesting. What can you tell me about the tower?
The tower, eh? Why do you want to know about that?
I have a score to settle with the sorcerer.
Do you now? Brave lad to face so powerful a mage. I tell you, sonny, unless you have the power stones, you might as well turn back now. Oh, and come see me when you've finished the evil one. I might have a reward for you. You'd better go now. No sense wasting time with an old man.
What can you tell me about the Power Stones?
There are prophecies about them and about Sanwe. The stones were created generations ago as a defense against the sorcerer, but his agents stole them and scattered them about the kingdom before they could be used. 2 are in the possession of the kings of the various realms. The location of the 3rd is unknown.
Where can I find the Power Stones?
The king of the fairies has one, I think. The Caliph of the Soptas might have the other one. I forget. I certainly haven't got one. Go away now with you. I'm tired and I need to rest.
Who are you who calls the shack?
I am King Callahach of Grand Callahach.
Call, O foul son of the most evil king, thou doom-bringer, thou fiend!
Why do you call me this? What have I done to the shack?
What have you done? What have you done? Merely through utter carelessness and callous disregard for the safety of others, merely mock our race within the confines of this mountain for 20 years' time. That's all.
You dwell in these mountains?
Sharam. Well, not the word I use. Human imprisonment is more like it. When your father, the evil beast, had his wizard call forth the spell to trap the sorcerer,
It traps the shack as well. For 20 years, our race has lived on this one mountain, that foul tower for a companion. And now you have come to mock us in our doom, have you?
Have you had dealings with the sorcerer?
The twig. No dealings. No dealings. The sorcerer is sleeping, and we know that much. When he realized he was trapped, he invoked a preserving sleep. And we've not heard from him since. Why? Have you a plan that involves the sorcerer?
I have a plan, but I dare not reveal it aloud. Trust me.
Heck! I never trust one who asks me to trust him. Go your way in peace, human, and I hope for your sake that your plan is a good one. Farewell.
Lady de Summers, what are you doing here? I told you to return to your duchy. And how did you get up here so fast?
I know a shorter path than the one you took, my king. I felt sure that you needed my help, whether you knew it or not. Great cow! Look out behind you!
Let me pass here.
No, you may not pass unless you are friends to the shack, and you are not.
But I am a friend to the shack.
True, true. Word has come on the wind that you undertake a noble quest for the shack, O unworthy one.
Worthy or not, I shall do the best I can.
That is all anyone could ask of you, human. For the sake of the shack, I'm sure best could be better. Since cannot, I suppose I'll help you as much as I can. I know a rhyme that is passed down from long ago, a prophecy on how to defeat the sorcerer. It goes, ice, makes fire nice. You'll be a sucker for a slippery door. I don't know what it means, but remember it.
Thank you for your words, Shack. Goodbye for now, but I shall return when I've succeeded.
I hope you're as smart as you are arrogant, human. For all our sakes, farewell.
What is it? Mortal man, friend or foe? The sorcerer still sleeps. He cannot tell us. Messenger? Or spy? Ask it questions. Friendly questions. If it knows, then it's friend. Yes, a question.
What color are the sorcerer's eyes, mortal man?
Red.
First question answered. But was it right or wrong? Don't decide now. Ask another. Another question. Think of one. A good one, not too hard. And not too easy. Another question.
Where does the sorcerer carry a scar, O fleshly one?
His leg.
Second one answered. Have we decided? Ask one more, and then we'll decide. One last question. Life or death for the man? Pick a question. Hurry. A final question.
What human food does the sorcerer prize above all others?
Beef stew. Have I answered the questions correctly?
Yes, human. You are a friend of the sorcerer, sure. You may pass.
hand. Who's that? Who dares? Ah, the prince himself has come to visit. How amusing. Prince no longer fiend, but king. 20 years ago you swore to take revenge on me. That time has come, but I couldn't wait to see you. So here I am. If you won't defend yourself, I'll strike you down where you stand.
It's true. My powers are weak right now. You were shrewd enough to realize that. But I'm far from helpless. Well, my little holding spell still works, even after all this time. So you've come to slay me, eh? How do you feel now, the prince who calls himself king? Can you move your arms? Your legs? Can you speak? No. Oh, how sad.
I can't move. I'm helpless.
Not that your puny sword could harm me. Do you see, Kingly? Do you see behind me the awesome arcane power of the circle of the sphere? This will give me my power, and no sword can reach it. You were doomed to fail.
Spheres, eh? I wonder if there's a connection between those and the Power Stones.
Suppose you're not as stupid as you look. Perhaps you knew that the Power Stones were my goods. Perhaps you're carrying some even now. It wouldn't do to be defeated by you carelessness. Let me relieve you.
Oh no. Did he read my thoughts? Hey, I can wiggle my fingers. The spell is wearing off.
Careful now. You can't just walk up to a potential booby trap like you. Who knows? Perhaps this was your plan all along, to get me close to you, so you could unleash some horrible magic on your character. What were the words of that detection spell?
You'll die!
So, you still can't talk. Ha! Sends a powerful spell on you, King. A trick, perhaps? Some gift of that idiot nerd Tom. Let's see if I'm strong enough to Great dragon! What have we here? Why, you're not the king at all.
I'm not.
This is some sort of trick. No wonder you were so easy to hold. If I'd have slayed you out of hand, I'd have thought myself safe, and been open to attack from the real king. Very clever.
If I'm not the king, who am I?
Did you volunteer for this duty, you faithless one? No, don't try to speak. I know it's painful. Though of course you didn't. You were tricked somehow yourself, I warrant. You were duped into coming here and dying in the king's stead. How delicious. And all for nothing.
Can't move enough to do anything. If you'll just keep talking, maybe the spell will wear off a little more.
Now where was I? Oh yes, I was going to take a power stone away from you. I sensed their presence like a bad smell.
I can barely move. How can I stop him from taking all 3 power stones?
How pretty. Soon it will rest in some dark corner of my tower. Now, were you clever enough to obtain another?
I can move a little. I've got to do something while I still have the chance.
And did you take my own personal stone? The irony of this whole situation is that just one stone is enough to destroy me, if you know how.
Oh, great Cal. I hope this works.
I've done it! He's left me with one power stone, and I can move! I have just one chance.
Now let's just dispose of these foolish things. I'll tend to you in a moment.
Oh, fool! You are...
Oh dear Cal! Lachella! Look! Look! The Dragonsphere! It's empty!
What? You mean that wretched little shape-changer actually succeeded?
He's not wretched at all. He's a hero. The sorcerer is defeated.
I don't believe it. How did he do it?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's awaken Callahach right away.
Sit down, my dear. There is still the matter of what to do about the shape-changer before we go reviving Callahach and facing his wrath.
How can he be angry now that our plan has succeeded so well? The shape-changer is alive, the sorcerer is not, and Callahach is at last safe from the curse.
It's not that simple, my dear. The shape-changer still has Callahach's memories. He's dangerous. He must be disposed of.
No, he's a hero. He must be given a hero's welcome upon his return. When we wake Callahach, he'll tell you the same.
I was afraid of this. You are a stubborn thing, aren't you? Let me explain, dear. We are not going to revive Callahach. Not now, not ever. McMorn?
What do you mean? He's safe now. Of course we're...
Oh, there you are, darling. Fiona is being stubborn as you suspected she would be. Please take her to the dungeon, would you?
Of course, Mother. She's not your kin. Why not kill her?
You are a bloodthirsty boy, aren't you? It will serve you well as king, but for now we'd better keep her alive. It might help to have the old queen with the new king. Perhaps a spell could make her more docile. If we can ever find Nertom.
As you wish, Mother. Come, Fiona, we shan't hurt you. Yet.
You beast! Unhand me! I am the queen!
Calm yourself, dear. You will remain alive until we decide what to do about the shape-changer and about the succession to the throne. We must announce Callahach's death soon, McMorn.
Yes. I'll be back soon, Mother, and we can plan our story and order the shape-changer's death. Come along, Fiona.
May I pass here?
We know you now, hero. Not only are you the deliverer, but you're not even the evil king. Pass on and claim your reward, if you can.
Well, hello there. Is this belt the prize I was supposed to win?
Yes, and well done. You are indeed the hero the prophecy spoke of.
What prophecies did I fulfill?
It's a long story. In our dim history, it is said that the shark couldn't fly.
Couldn't fly? But you're birds.
Birdmen, young shifter, birdmen. It's true we were land-bound, just as you are. Then A god came down from the heavens and smiled on the shark and granted us the gift of flight.
He gave you wings?
No one knows, for it happened long ago. But the stories say that at first the shark wore belts like this one that allowed them to fall without harm.
Is that what this belt does?
Yes, this belt has been preserved for generations. The god, when he left us, said that it should be given to a hero who would deliver the shark from bondage. You are that hero.
Thanks for your gift, although you made it pretty hard to get.
That was to make sure you were worthy. Now, follow me, hero, and learn the power of the belt.
So, you defeated the sorcerer, I see.
How can I help Laney?
Well now, this is hard to explain, young hero. Let me ask you first. Do you know what you are?
What do you mean?
You are a shape changer, lad. Why else would you be picked to masquerade as the king? You may not remember what happened, but it's clear you were enchanted for the deception, and no enchantment is powerful enough to give one man another's looks and memories, unless that other is a shape changer.
It's true that I don't remember who I am, but I can't change shapes. How can I be a shape changer?
You've forgotten how, son, and you're missing your focus, your ring. You must travel to Slate in Nebatan to regain it. But that's not important now. What matters is that as a shape changer, you do have the power to save Laney.
How is that possible? What must I do?
All shape changers have the power to heal, for healing is nothing more than the power to shape a body back to its original form. The secret is your Atlan, your healing focus.
I haven't got that. Must I go to Slaven before I can save her?
Oh, but you do, my boy. That doll you carry, the one that looks like you, that is your Atlan. With it, you can heal Laney. It's not working. She's too weak. She must first be strengthened with magic and with love. Only then may she be healed.
What do you mean, magic and love?
You need a magical way to strengthen her spirit. That will help. You also need to speak to her. Whisper words of love to her. Give her an interest in living. Remember, originality counts.
I'm alive. Thank Cal. And who are you, my man, to look at me that way?
Be thankful, young maiden. This is the man who saved your life in exchange for your saving his.
I did not. I saved the king's life and fell from the mountain. I remember that much.
That was me. I mean, I am the king. That is, I was.
It's a good thing you weren't so tongue-tied when you spoke your love poem, young man, or she'd never have woken up.
I remember I was in a dark place, floating. I heard a voice very far away, speaking beautiful words of poetry. It brought me near. Then I felt a terrible pain, and then I woke up. That was you?
That voice belonged to this young hero right here. He's a shape changer, and they have the power to heal if they're willing to suffer a little pain themselves. He saved your life with his words and with his powers.
Then I owe you a great debt of thanks. But what of the king? Is he here?
Let me try to explain. That man you met, the one you thought was the king, that was me. I wasn't trying to lie to you. I was under a spell that gave me the looks and memories of the king. It was my life you saved. The sorcerer broke the spell, but I still remember everything. Especially you.
You mean that king wasn't the king? It was you? In Sorcel? So that means you're not married to the queen.
No, I'm not married to anyone. As far as I know.
That's interesting. How a person's perceptions can change from one minute to the next, that is. It must have been frightening for you. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How can a shape changer take the form and thoughts of another? My father always said that was a myth, a wives' tale. Shape changers can't change themselves to look like other people.
Your father was right, but not completely. A shape changer by himself cannot do those things, but with magical help he can. I must confess something to you both. I am their Tom, the court wizard to the Callahachs, and I was forced by the Queen Mother into casting the spell that gave this boy the king's looks and memories.
You're the wizard? Why did you lie to me? Why did you do that to me?
I was afraid for my life, young Slayton. The king had refused his mother's plan to substitute a changer to die at the sorcerer's hand, but she went ahead anyway, acting while the king slept. After doing the deed, I fled the castle to try to decide what to do. I came here to wait for you, wondering if I should expose the plan or let it go forward.
You risked my life against the sorcerer. Why didn't you tell me?
My loyalty is to the king, you know. I didn't want you to abandon your quest and leave him to face the sorcerer, but I didn't want you to die either. I cast a scrying spell to see the future, and saw that you had a chance if you were clever and brave. So I let you go ahead.
Well, thanks a lot. I could have been killed.
Oh, don't be such a poop. It all worked out, didn't it? You've defeated the sorcerer and saved my life.
Well, I suppose so. So now what? Do I go to the castle and claim my reward? The king's daughter's hand in marriage?
Oh no, young changer. There's heroism yet to be done. The Queen Mother has no intention of rewarding you and waking the king. She had hoped you would be killed, and I think she planned to leave the king asleep beneath the castle forever. She's probably killed the queen or put her in the dungeon already. Since you're alive, people will be asking where the king has gone. She'll tell them you killed him and took his looks. Soon the countryside will be hunting you. Once you're dead,
She'll put her other son on the throne as a puppet and rule the kingdom herself.
You must flee, shape changer. Leave the kingdom. You're in terrible danger. Perhaps I and my father can work to restore the king to the throne.
No, this fight is mine as much as yours. I know the king very well, and I know his mother and his wife and how he felt about them. I must help rescue him if I can.
I knew I could count on you. Thank you, young hero. There's little I can do for you now other than give you advice. The king is hidden in the catacombs beneath the castle. His soul lies elsewhere, hidden in the plane of the spirits. Seek out the leaders of the other kingdoms of the land. They will help you on your quest.
The catacombs? Oh, I overheard something that could be very important. When the beast of darkness and I landed at the base of the mountain, I was terribly hurt, but still partly conscious. 2 shacks flew down and stood over our bodies for a while. One of them said, "The beast is dead." The other said, "There is another in the catacombs of Grand Callahach." The first said, if only she'd known their secret name. And he said a word so horrible I almost passed out to hear it. Here, I'll write it down for you. If you meet the beast, say this name.
Thank you. I've got a lot to do. I'll go now.
Oh, and there is one last thing I must give to you. Come here.
Goodbye, lady. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right.
I won't. You've got our lucky charm after all. As soon as I can, I'll go to my duchy and muster troops to aid you. We'll move on the castle as soon as possible.
And goodbye to you, wizard. You did a terrible thing, but you've made up for it. I hope for your sake that I can save the king.
Good luck, young man. I have faith in you.